What is going on, y'all? I'm back with another video. Slipping out with the old stick and string down here in South Florida. Try to stick a pig. Unfortunately, I forgot to charge the big camera, but just gonna do a little bit of spot and stalking over here. It's about 7 o'clock. Got a little over an hour before dark. Just gonna creep down here to this fence line, take it slow. Maybe we can get lucky and I'll have the GoPro rolling. Y'all stick with me, see what we can find. That was insane. I'm so shook up. I've never seen anything like that in my life. As soon as that coyote piled up in amongst them, they just started attacking it. Just going crazy, throwing it around everywhere. And then I slip in here. They had moved off after I shot that one pig. slip in here, and that big boar came just bolting out 15 yards, stopped, and was staring at me. I ripped my bow back. Looking back, I think that I should have just stayed still. They don't have very good eyesight, and maybe he would have turned and given me a chance, but I messed up. I'm just gonna keep slipping on up through here. They're still in here. I sat there and was calling at them, and I had one so close that I could hear it breathing. It had to be less than 10 yards, but it was in the thick stuff. I never could see it. I'm just gonna keep creeping up through here. Maybe I'll get a chance at another one. I don't know where those other two monster boars went. I didn't see that red one with the first group. I think he heard the commotion and came out. Oh my gosh. All right, Wesley just rolled up, so I figured I would just explain everything to him while I'm explaining everything to you guys. He definitely brought the right weapon for this, and I wish I would have had it. Show him what you got. Yes, sir. All right, so I went straight from the barn down there, hit the fence line, came all the way down. When I started getting to like these trees, I started hearing some squealing, and I knew that they were back in there. So I kept creeping up. I was just gonna try to get right here. And dude, as soon as I got right here, I started seeing them, and there was two big boars, and they were like chasing this sow around, and there were a bunch of piglets. So I'm sitting there, and I figured that they were gonna come through the fence right here. So I was just waiting until I got a clear shot, because it's thick over in there. So while I'm sitting there, I catch something out of the corner of my eye. And there's a coyote shooting up the fence line on the other side of the fence right here. So he runs up and he stops right there. And I picked a hole in between the barbed wire, let her fly. So he kicks and everything, and the pigs start like paying attention. Dude, I guess he was like on his death run, you know, just didn't know where he was going. Runs right into the middle of the pigs, and they just start going ballistic, dude. They're literally like throwing the coyote up in the air, just squealing, grunting, like just barreling this thing into the ground, killing it. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I hope so bad that the GoPro picked it up. So I knock another arrow, and I'm like, dude, they're distracted, like I'm good. And I sprint up to the edge of the fence. Well, the boars are just going nuts, and they wouldn't hold still. I'm at full draw, like I drew back on my way up there. And this sow comes up at like 8 yards, 10 yards, right on the other side of the fence. And I could have smoked her. I got greedy. I should have smoked her. And I don't know if she figured out what was going on or if she was just going back to them. Well, then finally, one of those boars stepped out in this tiny hole. And I pulled the trigger, but my arrow hit one of the branches and it kicked. And I think it hit him really low, but there's some blood up on this fletching.
There's bubbles in that, dude.
Yeah, I know. But it looked like super low when I shot, so it was hard to tell though because they were just everywhere. And there's a little bit of blood on the broadhead. But let's flip up here. I'll show you the coyote, and then we'll look at the shots. Dude, I wish you would have been.
Oh my gosh, dude! I told you to get Western back here, dude.
It's crazy.
Smoked.
Here's the coyote. Dude, so they're just like, I don't even know where it fell because they were throwing around so much.